Hi survivors, it's me Prepper Zan reporting to y'all the challenges and the issues that we face, and they seem to become more and more dire by the day. I told you guys, well, I informed you guys that if you notice, look at the patterns of how these people are doing things, and they always ushering in new agendas, new laws, new mandates, allegedly. Well, it's not allegedly because they're actually doing it at the beginning of each year. Last year he came in when they stole the election, allegedly. Came in talking about the dark windows, and the next month, so Texas froze. And I don't know why people keep on negating the fact of what happened out here in Texas. I pay attention to what these people say and to what they do. And I don't take it lightly because they're all criminals, allegedly. Now, what they're about to do is about to further set us up for failure and cripple the system. And if you don't have what you need, you better turn off this video and go down there and get it and come back and play the video to the end. Because I'm telling you, it's about to get worse. Now, come this Saturday, that's when these mandates, this agenda allegedly, well, it's not alleged because it's going to happen, for the truck drivers who have not received the poke, they cannot come into the country and they cannot go out to like Canada and things of that nature. And this is for all types of supplies, y'all, not just food. And what's going to happen with this? We're going to have shortages of truck drivers, shortages of products. The products that are going to be available, there's going to be super hyperinflation dealing with it, as if we're not already dealing with enough of that already. Y'all can't tell me this stuff is a setup. All this is a setup. They know that people need things. They know that people depend on this system because they created it to be that way. And now look, this is all a setup. And if people don't see what's going on and they're not preparing themselves, I don't know what to say to you. Because all this stuff that's been going on, it's been going on for a minute now. It's just it becomes more and more intense. It seems by the day, by the week, by the month, by the year. And they just got into office last year, so we got another couple of years to deal with this nonsense foolishness. It's just a lot of nonsense foolishness. So let me go ahead and read to you guys this an article. It goes on to say some maritime experts say that the mandate for truckers couldn't have come at a worse time. Beginning Saturday, Canada will require all truckers entering from the United States to show proof of the ouch as part of its fight against the illness. Cross-border trade between Canada and the United States is worth $650 billion annually. It's our biggest trading partner. There's a truck that crosses the line every 5 seconds, says Jean-Marc Picard, Executive Director of the Atlantic Canada Trucking Association. According to Picard, the percentage of truck drivers that are fully is similar to the general population, close to 85%. He says the concern is that operators who oppose it will find another line of work, leaving an already short-staffed industry scrambling to fill empty seats behind the wheel. We don't have that luxury. If we lose 5 drivers tomorrow, we don't have the luxury of hiring 5 more. That's the problem, Picard says. Sylvain Charbios, director of the Agri-Food and Analytics Lab at Dalhousie University in Halifax, calculates Canada buys about $21 billion worth of agri-food products from the U.S. each year. This is the worst time to actually have a mandate, says Charbios. A lot of the trade actually does happen between November and March, so we do rely on the border very much to get the food we need over the winter months. Jeremy Nichols, who runs a 12-week driver training school which graduates 100 to 110 students each year, says part of the solution could be to recruit more fully truck drivers. We are requiring the ouch of all of our students starting January the 17th, says Nichols. Nichols admits the new policy doesn't sit well with some. Most understand that it's not a problem. Most understand, and it's not a problem. We have had a few students of prospective students that have decided not to pursue their training, Nichols says. Once the mandate comes into effect, the unouched Canadian truckers can still cross the border, but will still need to isolate for 14 days upon their returns. The unouched American drivers will not be allowed to enter Canada at all. So y'all, as you can see, they're continuing to cause problems. And this is the thing. These people are supposed to be leaders. They have been put in place of leadership and in a position of leadership to help their citizens. They're doing just the opposite. It's as if they're our enemies. How does this help the people that depend on you to make the right decisions over them, and that need these things that y'all are making it to be so hard to gain, to have access to? They know exactly what y'all do, what they doing, y'all. It's all a setup, allegedly. That's all it is. And we know, we've already heard the stories of many truck drivers who say they're not going down there and getting it. And can you blame them? Really, can you blame them? So this is going to make more shortages. Y'all, it's about to be very severe. Extremely, extremely severe. This is going to rise up the prices even more on things. And it's going to cause a lot of more problems. I predict that it's going to be food riots, y'all. People are going to be so hungry. So hungry, so they're going to do whatever it takes for them to eat. And they know, and that's what it's going to all boil down to, and that's what they want. Because that's going to cause more debts. That's going to cause more problems. That's what they want. Can't nobody tell me that's not what they want. And they're setting it all up to be the way that it is. They're the ones setting this up like that. We're not asking for all this. We don't even want all this. The people, most of the people are against all these things. You just heard in the article how the president of that company said it's going to cause problems for them. They can't afford to lose drivers. This is going to handicap businesses. And it's just awful. And it's just not happening here. It's happening all around the world. They all in on it. Allegedly. They all in together on this. We're in for the fight of our lives, y'all. All I can tell you, you know, you got to tighten up. We all got to tighten up, man. All those things that you're paying, you're spending money on that's unnecessary, you're going to have to stop it. We're going to have to stop it. I've already stopped it. Yeah, I really want to. I've really never been, well, in my younger years, I used to like to, fashion and all that. I still like fashion, but I'm not going to spend all this hefty money on it. But, things that we just don't need that we can do without, we're going to have to do without. I told y'all some of these light bills, like when I'm not even up there in New York, I still get a big light bill. Lights be off, nothing. I'm not using nothing. I don't leave any air on. I don't leave anything on, and still have to pay the same amount that I pay as if I'm using it. I'm not lying to you. Even out here in Texas with the light bill, they charge $2.50. I was like $2.50 a day, even if I'm not even using it. That come out to almost $60, $70 a month. Not even using it. The main solution, we're just going to have to become more self-reliant. That's what we need to do anyway. And get off this beast system that don't care anything about us or our children. Look what they're doing to us. Look at what they're doing. And these same people that's doing it, that's making our life harder, are the same ones that act like they care, telling us to go down there and get this. And they wonder why nobody going down there and get it. We know you don't give a doggone about us. We know it's an agenda. Why would we listen to you, and you're the same one crippling the system, making it harder for everybody? Tell y'all, if you can't get what you need, I suggest producing what you need. I know my grandparents, they didn't even go buy a bunch of stuff out the store. They made their own soap. We had our own, it was called lye soap. It was the stankiest kind of soap to me ever. It just had like a tart smell to it, but that's what we used. My grandmother use that they use that to wash clothes. They use that to wash the dishes. We use that to bathe our bodies with. This was soap that she made. As far as food, my grandparents didn't go buy a bunch of food. We ate a lot of beans and rice. We had a garden out in the back. Go out there and get those wild onions out the yard. She'd snatch those onions up, put them in the pot. And that's what we'd eat at night with the beans and rice. Every now and then we'd have some little fat. They'd put some fat meat in the pot with the beans, you know. That's how we grew up eating it. We all were healthy. Very, very healthy. We just going to have to cut back and learn how to produce the things we need, get off this system, because it's just, y'all, it's going to get worse. I mean, I try to tell you guys that so you prepare yourselves, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us have just been lazy. We just depend on these people for everything, and hopefully that'll get us out of that. So I'd like to encourage you guys to please follow me on my other platforms. I have survivalism classes every week on Patreon, and have some things that are for sale on my website for these dark winter months for those who don't have a generator and who need things to supply some heat in their homes and also to be able to cook with. The links will be in the description. You guys watch this world, watch the weather. Please follow Weatherman Plus for daily weather updates, and all of them be accurate. He's going to tell you way ahead of time before the stuff strikes. Because that's another way they're getting us through this weather, allegedly. And smell your water, purify your water before you use it, and keep surviving. ZenHerald.com.